Alright guys, brand new Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and one of them is apparently gaining some massive amount of hype, and I want to check out this card because everyone was like, dude, what is your thoughts on this card? So we're going to start off with this one. So this is a new quick play. These are all, by the way, pretty much coming out in all Legacy of Destruction, but starting right off with the card that everyone wants me to talk about, which is called Blink Out. It's probably going to be the next super expensive card, but anyways, it is a quick play spell card, and it says to target one link monster on the field, return to the extra deck, then you get to spell summon one of the materials used for its link summon from your graveyard. Okay, so obviously it is a god tier because it is a quick play. It is a god tier card in the side deck for sure. But even in the main deck, depending on what you play, whatever that you're going for, I mean, that is absolutely ridiculous for like Sky Striker or anything that uses like a one link monster, right? This is huge because basically you're just going to dodge and then just bring back whatever you used to make it, and then maybe that other card could have some bonus effect. But I mean, like right off the bat, Sky Striker easily could use this. Let's say they get rid of, one of your, cards, or they're trying to do something. It's just such a good effect in general, even though the card would probably more likely come back anyways. It still can dodge certain things for a lot of different archetypes, and then you get to bring back something. And it also depends on what you have. If you can set up your plays with Masquerena or any of the other cards that can use stuff to synchro or link during your opponent's turn, this card could be really, really good in general. And even if it says then you can spell summon one of the materials used. So just for the other first part of the effect of targeting a link monster, just bouncing it back. And it's a quick play. Remember, that's the important part with this, is that it is also a quick play. So you can go ahead and set it so it's offensive as well. And defensive, so if your opponent makes something, you just send it right back. Now, if your opponent uses, I guess, one of your cards, now this is in a more rare circumstance, but I think that it is possible if your opponent uses your cards or material. What was it, like the Unchained? Like, there's a lot of different archetypes where you may be able to use your opponent's card. So this card probably, okay, my guess, okay, I'm calling it right now. You guys heard it. Confirmed TCG secret rare on pre-release is going to be a $100 card. Calling it right now, okay? This is going to be the next $100 card, all right? Next up, guys, we're going to be looking at Metal Tronius over here. So this is the artwork on this. This is another quick play spell card. But this, by the way, this was the hype card that everyone wanted my thoughts on. And that's my thoughts on it. I think it's going to be good, though. It's definitely not, like, overhyped at all. It's definitely a really great card for sure. But I wouldn't say every deck has to play 3 copies of it. A lot of decks can, though, for sure. Anyways, Metal Tronius over here, which is a quick play spell card that says you can only activate one card of this card's name per turn. So it says to target one face-up non-token monster your opponent controls to special summon one monster that has 2 or more of the same type, attribute, and or attack from your hand, deck, or extra deck, but its effects are negated if you negate the targeted monster's effects. Then, if those 2 monsters have the same name, you can banish both face down. Your opponent cannot activate the targeted monster's effects in response to this card's activation. Wow, that is pretty cool, being able to get out another monster, and on top of that, being able to get something even from the extract for material. This is more for like Miracle Synchro Fusion and more crazier plays that would revolve around Ayo. Comment down below what could make use out of this, but just being able to throw certain things from the extract, even if it's just a fusion monster, can be still pretty big for certain archetypes. So I think that's an amazing effect. And on top of that, your opponent can't activate the target monster's effect in response. So basically your opponent is just like losing out on that potentially for the play. So this is more of a creative card. I like creativity when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh cards. All right, so speaking of creativity, this one I want to have to look up the targets for it because it actually looks pretty good. So the name of this card, Crescent Dragon Mikazukino Yaiba over here, which is a Dragon Dark level 7, 2200 attack, 2350 defense. And it says that you can only use the first and second effects of Crescent Dragon Mika, I'll just call it that for short, once per turn. So the first part is, during the end phase, if this card is in your hand or graveyard, you get to special summon it, but place it on the bottom of the deck when it leaves the field. The second part is, you get to discard one card to add one level 7 Dark Dragon monster from your deck to your hand. Interestingly enough, it doesn't say except for itself, so you can keep on going for multiple copies of these. Okay, that's interesting. So it kind of has a loop on its own, right? Yeah, it doesn't say except for itself. Now, what are the targets with this card? Because this is what it comes down to. So if we go to, let's go open up EDO Pro real quick, and let's go see what the targets. So it has to be, let's go to a monster. We obviously want the effect ones. So I think it had to be dark, right? Dark Dragon. And it has to be exactly 7, right? Is it 7 or okay? So it has to be a level 7 Dark Dragon. I'm pretty sure Dark Arm is a target with that. Okay, so let's go ahead and search. Wait, what? Okay. Why did it type in that many 7s? Okay, so here are the like targets. We have Diablos. Okay, I already know off the top of my head. Dark Arm Dragon. I guess we have some of the Odd Eyes. Oh, this could be Red Eye support. Also, Fantastical. Oh, we have Destrudo. And Destrudo's still legal in OCG and TCG. I remember when they banned that card. Okay, so I had to double check on that. Okay, so we have Red Eyes as targets, and that's pretty much it because it's from the deck to the hand. Okay, so it's not from like the graveyard, but like being able to bring out, I guess Red Eyes could be viable. Red Eyes, Odd Eyes, and then the Dark Arm, and then Diablos, King of the Abyss is another target. So what are some other decks that can make great use out of it? Let me know down below. And then we also have another trap card coming out, and by the way, these are all Legacy of Destruction over here. We have a new continuous trap card. Looks like is this another dragon support card? Oh no, it's a zombie. So it's a continuous card called Zoma the Earthbound. Oh, he's Earthbound support. Earthbound Spirit. So this is a continuous trap card that reads you can only use either the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. The first part is to special summon this card as an effect monster, Zombie, Dark, level 4, 1800 attack and 500 defense with the following effects. This card is also still a trap. Okay, so it's just a trap monster. So it says monsters your opponent controls that can attack must attack this card. If this card is special summoned by this card's effect is destroyed by an opponent's attacking monster, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the double the original attack of the monster that destroyed at max 3000. Okay, so potentially you can make your opponent take some burn damage with this card, and I guess you could just go in defense mode, right? Because it has to be by the attacking monster. I guess they would just get rid of it by alternate means if they were going to lose by it. But the fact that you can make it like double, that's actually not that bad. Now, if you guys don't know, you can actually maybe just make a Zoma Spirit like reflect. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and reset this over here. Oh, it's a trap. So I think Zoma makes you take like, let's see, if this card is summoned this way, is destroyed by battle, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attack of the monster destroys. So this is just like always equal. So what this does mean, this one's 1800, right? So if I keep this in attack position, right, the amount of damage that would need to be taken here is, well, I mean, if the monster has 1900 attack, they're just going to take 1900, and then this one is double. Now, I'm wondering if there's some other way to increase the original attack, because even if you somehow boosted the attack, there may be some cards that count original attack, but the problem is that it has this max 3000, and they have to attack it. It has to actually destroy it too, because I was hoping maybe you can make it so everything has to attack it with like, what is it, like all attack out order or something like that, where you would have like, there was this Cactus Fighter OTK that people pulled off before, but yeah, I guess considering it has to have a max, and the first and second part of the effect is once per turn, so it might be a little bit hard to try to pull off this cheesy card. So I want to say, I don't know, like honestly, if you had 3 magical cylinders, right, you get 3 of these bad boys, you get 3 Zomas, maybe you could cheese a win out of people, but for the most part, people have so much stuff in the utility in terms of the extract that like, that's an unrealistic win condition to be like, all right, I'm going to do a bunch of burn. But it has decent stats too, right? It's still 1800, so it still does damage. And on top of that, the monster that destroyed it, so I guess if you just crash into it, okay, maybe you can do some stuff with it, but let me know your guys' thoughts on any of the new Yu-Gi-Oh cards down below, especially on this one over here, the one where it just bounces the Link monster. You get a special summon something potentially with this fact. But anyways, that's gonna wrap it up. If you guys enjoyed it, drop a like on it. If you're new here, hit subscribe, turn the bell so you don't miss out when we cover more new Yu-Gi-Oh cards from Legacy of Destruction. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.